So I'm back. I think I've got this working, and I'm just since it's the feast, and you guys, most of you people know that I am trying to learn. So what I wanted to do is basically just pull this up and maybe doing a little reading about what the Bible actually says about the feast of the Lord, and not what other people say. You know, it's easy to get confused about what other people are saying versus what Scripture actually says. So basically, I wanted to just do a little, have a little reading about the feast. So the first one up here, it says Leviticus 23:1, Feast of the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, and then Leviticus 23:2, speak to the children of Israel and say to them, the feast of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy. Conventions, these are my feasts. Leviticus 23:4, the Passover and unleavened bread, these are the feasts of the Lord. Holy conventions, which you should proclaim at their appointed times. So at their appointed times. Leviticus 23:37, these are the feasts of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be holy, to offer an offering made by fire to the Lord, a burnt offering and a grain offering, a sacrifice, and a drink offering, everything on this day. So that's another feast. Leviticus 23:44. So Moses declared the children of Israel the feasts of the Lord. So they're not the Jewish feasts, guys. They're the feasts of the Lord. Number 10:10. Also, in the day of your gladness, in your appointed feasts, at the beginning of your months, you shall blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace. So you can give a sacrifice and a peace offering to the Lord. It doesn't have to be, animal. So a sacrifice of your peace offering, and they shall be memorial for you before God, and I am your God. Numbers 15:3, and make an offering by fire to the Lord, burnt offering or sacrifice to fulfill a vow, or as a free will offering into your appointed feast, to make a sweet aroma to the Lord for the herd of the flock. Numbers 29:39. These ye shall present the Lord at your appointed feasts, beside your vowed offerings and your free will offerings, as your burnt offerings and your grain offerings, as your drink offerings and peace offerings. 1 Chronicles 23:31. And at every presentation of burnt offering at the Lord, on the Sabbath and the new moon, and on the set feast by the number according to the ordinance governing them regularly before the Lord. 2 Chronicles, behold, I am building a temple for the name of the Lord my God, to dedicate it to him, to burn before him sweet incense, for the continual showbread, for the burnt offerings, mornings and evenings, and on Sabbaths, and on new moons, and on set feasts to our God. This is an ordinance forever to Israel. And if you have been grafted into Yeshua, into you are Israel and you are Jacob. 2 Chronicles 31:3. The king also appointed a portion of his possession for the burnt offering, for the morning and the evening burnt offerings, the burnt offerings for the Sabbaths and the new moons, and the set feasts, as it is written in the law of the Lord. Not the law of Moses, not the law of the Jews, the law of the Lord. Ezra 3:5. Afterward, they offered regular burnt offerings in those new moons and for those appointed feasts of the Lord that they were concentrated, and those of everyone who willingly offered a free will offering to the Lord. Isaiah 5:12, the harp, the strings, the tambourine, the flute, and wine, and their feast, but they do not regard the work of the Lord, nor consider the operation of his hands. So anyway, I just wanted to go through those so that, we could basically see that, there's a bunch of feasts of the Lord. And, that's the time we're in, and I'm still learning. But I'm really grateful to be learning and want to learn. When you hunger and thirst for righteousness, when you hunger and thirst for righteousness, you're trying to, do better and be better, and you want to get along with people better, and sometimes, you know things don't go the way you want them to, I guess, and that's just the way it is. So I just wanted to come on here and read a little bit of that with you guys. So I'm going to end this with a little shofar blow, and I'm still working on getting better. So God bless you guys and take care.